too long, too long, too long. Let's get into the juice and the bones of the matter. Juice and bones. First, let me show you guys stuff. Let's see. Let's see. Good. How long you been in here? Let's see. Let's see. So, Bob Seger's trying to get me to record some stuff for him. I don't know if you can see that, but I just gave him my number. But that's not what I was going to show you. Let's go back into this. So I actually got onto Wikipedia and did a chat with I don't know who he is, but let me see if I can get his name out of there. Yeah, it's hard to get his name out, but as you can see, I'm 100% eligible right there. Let me see if I do it like that. Nah, I can't do it like that. Nah, I can't do it like that. Well, sorry, Mike, you're in there. You're public information anyway. I'm not showing you anything that I'm not supposed to. And then he sent this back. I don't know if you can see it. You can watch it. But let me read it to you. Once the entry is published, Wikipedia will monitor it to check that it was prepared in accordance with the guidelines. It will take 1 to 2 months to complete verification in regard to the material provided on that page. As you saw, I was good presence online, 100% eligible. Because they have search teams. It take about 10 minutes. As soon as the tag is removed after the 2 months, keyword, the tag will be removed. Everything will be in working order and will give you full ownership of the page. So you can add and delete whatever your content is based on your needs. Really? Now, how do I know this? And how did I know to do this? Because one of the bands I was with actually took me off the name, even though I still get publishing and copyrights from them. So now, but the question is, do you believe everything Wikipedia tells you? Because after 2 months, I could make you a superstar out there. Because it don't matter. They verify it for 2 months, and then after the 2 months, they don't monitor it. You're in full ownership. So you can put and correct everything you want. Then you can go in references and make up your own publishing company and register it and have nothing on there. And just, it'll just say, Purple Sage Entertainment, Tom Bukovac, or Chris 2015, or whatever. It's interesting, right? So the question is, do you believe everything you hear and see? I'm showing you some hard evidence. So let me roll the overdrive off right here. My tube screamer is on with that amp. I just rolled all the gain off because I want to talk about one of my favorite guitar players in the whole world that was the biggest influence on me, and it probably doesn't show, is Mr. Jimmy Page. Ooh. So my kid was hurt, so I was listening to a lot of songs. One of my favorite songs has a cool solo in there. And the choice of note, and I started to see people posting on this song because when you type it in, the tags are in there. Maybe you need a little more gain. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, Why did he pick that? A lot of people say it's because of C major. But I don't think so. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I look at the way he plays with the A minor and the B minor, I think the genius goes way beyond just adding a note out of the C major scale. So if you look, he's taking like two minor positions and adding that extra note in there, right? So if you take G major, flat that 5, and you throw that note in there, and then you flat this based off a minor, and you're gonna flat the 5 in the major. Excuse me. What happens? You like in G major, you got A minor, B minor, E minor. Down there, it's all the same. But what happens? Did that sound bad? And why not? Because all those notes aren't in the same key, because they're played as passing tones in G major. So if you start in key and end in key, you can play whatever you want. Anything. The genius of Page has lingered into the metal music. I think he's a bigger genius than people want to recognize. Now I'm going to get to some of the licks I did in the video. Does that note again. But here's the genius of that. A to B. What's he resolving to? An E. What's the fifth of an E? A B. And that's a passing tone now. So was his genius more than we thought? Whoop. Oh, my bad. And there were some other people that did stuff like that too, but more on the classical side. Classical rock stuff. So it just depends how you use some of that stuff. So if you're like picking where a lot of classical you get a lot of intervalic changes like with that. So that's just good to show you some of the stuff. Now, the licks I did in the video, someone asked about that. Much better. I took all the bass out. One more gain. Let's put a little more. So you can do all kinds of chord minute. Oh, by the way, this is my Gibson Platinum series. These are cool guitars, as you can see. Sexy. But actually, they made less of these than the 59. Now, will it be more valuable in 4 years? So some of the licks I did in the video. That was one. The one I said, Tom, we could spice it up, was here off the pentatonic. Yeah. The other one I did was Eddie Van Halen. He just runs it all the time. That's an I'm the One, which is a cool lick. Country lick is a little tough. You're off the 5th fret. Open chords. I think I play it with my same finger. Open string pull-offs. Chet Atkins and Roy Clark did that a lot. 2 of my favorite guitar players of all time. Yeah. I did one double stop. Up here too. Just gotta have a little bit of speed with it. So there's some of the licks. I don't remember all of them. So that was basically most of the cool ones I think I did. And the other is just like... The only other one I do is this. So I bend this harmonic minor of flat 5. So this note. But I hit an open B. Oh, the other one I did was open E, pentatonic. And then you're gonna hit every note. And the last one I did double side. It's a cool lick. That's the one I move around all the time. It's a little tough. These are just licks that I created based on guitar players that I've seen. So there's the genius of Jimmy Page and why I think he chose that note. And there's some of the licks. I get this from back. I didn't have a whammy bar when I was a kid, and I didn't know how he was doing it, so I mimicked him. If you're in A minor, just that basic 5 power chord. Sean Lane fingering in there. But the other licks that are harder are the jumping. Or the backwards. And I like to do that a lot. I finish on the up. Now the arpeggio stuff is a little harder. That kind of stuff. You know, where the it's hard because your fingers are going backwards, and like my hands burn right now. I haven't warmed up really, but that's what happens. Bunch of crazy licks. My favorite is the octave. It's a double octave. But I do it all the way down. I don't like to slide backwards and bend. If I bend, I get down. But I like to go back onto the up. I always like to go up. It sounds better to me. But that's my personal preference and choice. I just think it sounds better. It's something that I like to do. Not everyone has to do it. And see, here's a good example of that. So you're here. So instead of doing it like that, I might play something like this. Get that fiery kind of feel in there, like that double grab both strings and bend up. So enough with the licks and everything. So if anyone wants to be famous in the Wikipedia, just let me know. I'll give you all the contact. You can create your published music companies. Like I owned back in the day Purple State Music Inc. and all that, and then they verify that you were an artist, and you print up all your stuff under that, and maybe even license it, and then you ponder it into the Wikipedia pages, and they've put it all up. What is it? A tooth came out? Oh, another tooth. Oh, well, how much is that tooth?
$50.
50. That's inflation. Boy, 50. He wants 50 for that tooth. It's near the front. Anyway, peace out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.